Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're struggling to get $5, $10, $25,000 credit limits from Best Buy, okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do that and what you should be switching up, especially when you have a low credit score. All right. So here's the situation. Many people are aware that with Best Buy, they issue their credit cards through Citibank. Okay. And many people know usually Citibank is more on the conservative side. Okay. And so in terms of trying to get that $5, $10, $25,000, here's what happens. You're in Best Buy. Okay. So you are getting ready to buy a TV or a laptop or anything, any type of electronics or something, or maybe a stove or a refrigerator, right? And so you trying to take advantage of their 0% interest for 18 months or whatever. And so they give you this here card. However, they only qualify you for the store card. Okay. Now, here's the mistake that many people make when they only qualify for the store card instead of the Visa. They most of the time will not use it. Okay, they may use it just to get, like I said, at 18% of interest, free interest on a 18 months of 0% interest on products and stuff. However, beyond that, they won't use the card. All right. Another thing that people make the mistake of is that they don't pay the card on time. Okay. And so meaning that you should be making your payments before the statement date. Now, if you already get approved and the account is already maxed out, then you should be trying to pay down as much of that as possible, at least under 10%. However, I would still tell you for the in-store card to keep on using it every month. You need to keep on using it. Now, you can use it to buy gift cards. Sometimes they may have the Visa, MasterCard gift cards, but again, like I said, with any other bank, when you buy that gift card, okay, you have to make sure you have other products attached to it because they will decline you if it's cash for cash. Okay, meaning that you take this here Best Buy store gift card, Best Buy store card, and try to buy just some Visa gift cards, that will get you declined and it will get your account frozen. All right. So that's the reason why I said that. Now, I know that with some of the Visa gift cards, Best Buy is some Best Buys is very hard to find those. Okay. So then you would have to use alternative methods, thinking about what else can you utilize this here store card for. But the main thing is to actually utilize this store card. All right. And you have to use it every 6 months. And so what ends up happening, if you have the store card after 6 months, on-time payments and stuff, then what happened, they give you the option of the Visa. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you apply for this here Best Buy card online, like say you're doing the checkout and they say, hey, you want to apply for this Visa card, and you said no, and then you abandon your cart. But when you go back, then instead of them giving you that store card, you probably have a higher chance of actually getting that Visa card. All right. Now, in terms of you getting that $5, $10, $25,000 Visa card from Best Buy, there's a two-step method to that. Now, the first thing is that when you first apply, I would definitely tell you need to be about a 680 or higher, okay? Because they're going to pull either Experian or Equifax on their store cards, right? And so being at least a 680 or higher, also having a good income. Now, I always tell you, like with department store cards and you're trying to get the Visa aspect of it, especially when you're trying to get a higher limit, you definitely want to make sure that the income is at least $45,000 or more, okay, to go after this Visa gift card. All right, excuse me, go up to this Visa credit card. Now, here's the thing about it. What happens, let's just say that they approve you for $5,000. All right, what you want to do is contact the recon line. Okay, and when you contact the recon line, what you want to do, you want to ask them for 5x. Okay, you want to ask them for 5x, whatever that limit is. So if they gave you 5,000, then you want to ask for 25,000. All right. Now here's what may happen after they manually evaluate your application. They more likely are probably going to come back with an offer of maybe 15,000. Right. And that's okay too, because if you have a $15,000 Visa card, all right, from Citibank, then you still can every 6 months request a credit limit increase. Okay, the reason that you want to do it that way, if you first get approved for a Visa card and call them up, that way you can skip doing an extra hard pull on your credit file. All right, now here's something else you can do in order to increase your chances of being approved. By the way, Citibank is a FICO 8 scoring. Okay, and so what that means is that if you have like authorized users, rental payment, subscriptions on the credit file, that will not help you. All right, so they're not going to leverage that. They're only going to be looking at the primary accounts that you have. All right, so just keep that in mind. Going back to what I'm saying in terms of looking at every 6 months. Remember, this is a Visa card. You can use it anywhere. Leveraging doing it every 6 months and making sure that you update your income. After that first 6 months roll around, then you want to go in and you want to update your income. You want to update your rental payments. Remember, also keeping your rental payments, mortgages, at least about, I would say, between 10 to 15%. All right. So that way they actually know that, hey, this is all I have. Now, going back to removing some of the negative items off of the credit in order to help boost up your credit score to that 680 or higher, then I always tell you, hey, look at trying to take out a loan that does not report on the personal credit file with a tribal lender. And so what's happening, since we know that Citibank is going to be pulling either Experian or Equifax, then for the Best Buy card, then what you want to do, you want to look at those, get a loan, maybe a tribal loan, like through Green Dollar loan that offers interest rates of 5.99 up to 35.99. Now their loans only go up to 5,000. All right. However, also remember, you can, if you're working a job, you may want to put in a request, a W-4, so they can stop taking federal income taxes out of your check for at least 3 to 4 months, and having that income to be increasing, you can pay down some of your revolving debt. Okay. The main thing is that being able to pay down as many of your open revolving debt as possible. Okay. So your smaller debts, paying those off to zero. Okay. If you pay off as many of those, most of the time, like right now in this climate we're in, most people are getting hit with buy now, pay later. Okay. Where you went to the store, you got something, and then they put you on this payment plan. However, what it was is that when they started reporting it on the credit file, it's showing that you actually maxed out the account and it dropped your credit score. This is the reason why you want to get those type of loans that don't report on the credit report and pay down those buy now, pay laters, or those small revolving accounts down to zero. And this is going to increase the credit score again, because you cannot use authorized users with Citibank. Okay, that's the reason you want to do that. Then again, when you have a 680 credit score, like I said, even if they start you out with a low limit on the store card, using it for 6 months while you working on your credit, then transitioning over to that Visa card, okay? And then whatever limit they give you on that Visa card, call the recon line and ask them to 5X it. All right. And like I said, more likely they're going to go up to 3X instead of 5X. But at the same time, that's a backdoor way for you to get a high limit credit card. And remember, your income should be at least $45,000 or more. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.